Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I welcome you all to my channel, and this is a Vedic astrology channel. And I use this Sidereal zodiac to predict. And I'm sure you all must be feeling the results as per the Ascendant, Moon, and the Dasha sign wise. So do check that. I will be sharing with you my insights on my weeklies about how the week is going to unfold for each one of us in a general way. And I do claim that, we do feel the results. If not 100%, not 90%, 80%, 70%, I do claim 50 to 60% on the general views, on the general readings. So I'm not overconfident, but I'm just confident about it because I have been practicing astrology from past 32 years, I guess, right now. And I've been learning every day. Every chart is a challenge for me. Every chart reading is actually helping me grow myself. So if you want to book a reading with me, do write in at vlastrology24@gmail.com, and my team will definitely respond back within 24 hours. And to check the readings, what kind of readings I have, what are the pricing, you can just visit my website, vlastrology.com. And before I start the video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and do hit the like button if you like it towards the end of this. And when you want to hype the videos, you can do it once, the video is uploaded, because it takes time when I'm doing the live sessions. And it's going to be a little, time consuming for it to upload. And that is why the timestamps also get delayed. So sorry about that. But yeah, what I want to tell you this about weeklies is the uniqueness about this weeklies is that it is based on moon's ingress and interaction with all the grahas. Whenever we talk about our daily life, how the day is going to unfold, we have to check where the moon is, what nakshatra it is transiting into, what sign first, and then nakshatra. So I do give to my members the nakshatra readings every week, but not to the general public, because that's a specific reading in a way. So if you will tell me the nakshatra and you join the membership program, so I will definitely let you know what exactly is happening and how the week is going to be. And then, you have to change your timing as per your time zone also if you're towards the west, because I take New Delhi, India time, even if I'm traveling any part of the globe, but I do take my Janma Bhumi, that is New Delhi, India time, as my base. So this week is from 15th to the 21st of June, and moon will be interacting and will be transiting through the 3 zodiac signs of Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and lastly for half a day in Virgo, and then so on and so forth. And we have Simha's, like sun transiting through the Gemini sign, which is called the Mithuna Sankranti. Every month we have Sankranti because sun stays in a particular zone for 30 days. So every month we have, in the middle of the month, somewhere around that time, we see the sun is changing signs. And I wish you all a very happy birthday in case you are born under the nakshatra of Mangal, Mars, Rahu, or Jupiter. So I wish you all a very happy birthday. Or if you have any sun in Gemini sign, as per the Vedic astrology. Also, I would like to tell you that there is a very major important transition which is happening this month. That is Mars ingress in the Taurus sign after its exaltation sign. So I will be sharing my insight per ascendant. And if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section when I'm doing the video live. And after it gets uploaded also, you can ask any questions. If I'm not traveling or if I'm, having some time in hand, I definitely try. I read all the comments, by the way, and I try to respond back also to each and every one. I wish to, but because of the time constraints, I don't. So pardon me for that. But I'm always at your service in case you want to, take any kind of astrological insights from me. You can definitely, post your comments. I will, in my own capacity, whatever I've learned, I will try to impart my knowledge through that. All right, so let's not waste time and start following what this week is taking us at. And I wish you all a very, very happy Mithuna Sankranti. And this is a week, as you can see, 25 of the year 2026. So we are already on week 25 and we have 52 weeks, in all. So it is like a reverse 25 and 52. You can see that, right? So yeah, so moon is going to be transiting through Gemini and will be conjunct Sun and Mercury to start with. And then moon is going to be in trine to Rahu also. Then moon moves into the Cancer sign and will be conjunct Jupiter and Venus. It is a beautiful time period for one and all. You can use it well because Jupiter and Venus are two benefic grahas in Cancer sign ruled by moon, and moon is also going to be there. So it is sort of a we can say the babies born during this time will be really lucky because Mars is also going to be looking at this moon. So a beautiful time, and Saturn is going to be in trine to this Jupiter and Venus and moon. So it is very positive for the babies born during this time for their dhana, like for Lakshmi, for not only Lakshmi, but for Saraswati. Like it's a very beautiful yoga. And Gajakesari yoga also for the babies born. And you will feel any which way some kind of positivity when this moon is going to be here. And it will be in Leo sign on the 19th to the 21st afternoon and will be conjunct Ketu and in trine to Mars also. Okay. So what exactly is happening on the, when we talk about 15th, 16th moon in Gemini, mind becomes very active actually, on the Gemini is a sign of duality. It's a communicative and a very curious kind of a sign. So you will be very restless also. You'll be very talkative also. In general, I'm saying. In particular, I'll come to that also. Since Sun and Mercury are also there, so this is like, and Rahu is in Aquarius. Can you see? It's in trine also. So this is excellent time for writing, for speaking, for teaching, for interviews, social media, marketing, or maybe, travels if you want to. So it is very good for business calls. So just plan your days accordingly. But it can also give you overthinking and maybe you're gossiping also, or too many messages and nervous energy during this time. 17th to the 18th, it's going to be in the Cancer sign, and it's conjunct Jupiter and Venus, as I said. So it's a beautiful time period, but it's the softest and the most emotional part of the week because moon is in its own sign. So home, mother, children, food, family. Maybe you will be spending more time. You've traveled and you've come home and you want to spend more time with your family. So it is like, some healing energy is there. Maybe some emotional bonding is there. Mars is also aspecting here. So maybe, it's going to bring love and anger together. But yes, we do have on the 18th itself, we have Guru Pushya Yoga also. So use it well, and I'll give the theme again, in a short video about Guru Pushya Yoga, how you can do the ritual. And this is also, a very important part that Jupiter is going to be in Pushya Nakshatra. I forgot to mention in the beginning part. So it is making nourishment theme stronger. Food, cows, children, teachers, blessings, dharma, protection, and motherly grace is coming your way because Jupiter gets exalted in the Pushya Nakshatra. It's the most powerful nakshatra, but not for marriage because Sita Mata got married in this, and what all happened. So it's not considered to be that good for marriage. But overall, it is a very beautiful nakshatra. 19th to the 21st afternoon moon is going to be in the Leo sign conjunct Ketu and is going to be trine to Mars also. So this brings father, lineage, ego, children, leadership, creativity, authority, past life karma, and detachment. Because Mars is also in trine, so it can give you courage, but so can pride. So good for spiritual fire, Surya worship, leadership, and creative work. Not good for ego battles this day. Post 21st afternoon, moon will be in the Virgo sign opposite Saturn. Mutually, they'll be aspecting. So the week closes with correction, health, digestion, work routine, debts, documents, employees, pets, and service matters come back into focus. And Saturn can make you feel a little heavier, and it's good for discipline though. And we know that there is a there's a Mithuna Sankranti also, 15 June to 16 July, that is Sun is entering the Gemini sign. So this is a very positive time period because Now you can be more communicative. You can complete your tasks. It is going to give you that kind of energy also. So very positive time. And since the 7th of June till the 20th, we have this Kal Sarpa, so-called Kal Sarpa, because we don't use this term as per the student of Sri K. and Raoji. But because people understand what is Kal Sarpa, so I use this term. Apologies to my Guruji. But there are points. And when Rahu Ketu axis is predominant till the 20th of June, you feel that, whatever you're doing, you will see. So tell me in the comment section if at all you're feeling this energy, of compression and, some kind of, you feel that everything is fated, and Saturn is also in with Rahu in Sagittarius Navamsha. So there is a pressure and you feel that, you need to get into that. You can be rigid in your beliefs and debates and politics and religion or law. So that is something you may be feeling from the 7th onwards, that whatever I'm doing, I feel that I'm blocked. The energy is blocked. I'm not able to perform, or I'm not able to do things as I plan. So the plans just backfire, or they just go in reverse. So you do feel frustrated, but don't worry. On the 20th, you will feel that relief once this Kal Sarpa breaks, because moon will be out of this Rahu Ketu axis and will be moving into Virgo sign. All right. Will be leaving Ketu. So moon from time to time definitely breaks the Kal Sarpa. Okay. So let's start with the readings. And as you know, I take up the moon. I'll tell you, ascendant. I take up the readings as per the ascendant, moon, and the Dasha sign wise. So what is Dasha sign wise? People come back and ask again and again, because none of the astrologers uses Dasha sign. So you must understand that you are born with a particular ascendant, okay? Particular ascendant as in like you are born with this. So wherever ascendant you will see, it will be your first house. This is your first house, okay? And here, if you see, it is your first house, wherever ascendant is written. If you talk about Taurus ascendant, it will be this. So the cycle starts from there. So what's happening, if you check ascendant, it is something that it sets a tone of the horoscope, because ascendant is the most important for that reason, because it changes every 2 hours. So if you're born under a particular ascendant, you will have those traits. But how about the rest of the signs? So ascendant is the one which is rising, like sun rises from the east. So when you're born, there will be some sign also rising from the east. That is ascendant. So what happens when you look at the ascendant, you get to know what exactly are the external forces, or your family, your people around you, what kind of work culture you will be getting into, what kind of education, what kind of profession. So we use ascendant for that. I'm elaborating because there are new subscribers joining in every time and they get confused. So I'm just explaining for that reason. Now, when we talk about moon, you can see here moon is in your Gemini sign in Ardhara Nakshatra. So what's happening when we talk about moon? Check where is your moon also. You see, it's Chandra Rashi. When we talk about ascendant, it's the Lagna Rashi. And when we talk about moon, it's the Chandra Rashi. That means it is something which is related to your perception, the way you look at everything, how you are emotionally attached to the world and your inner and outer world, how you look at things, how you perceive things. Suppose somebody is happy with $10 and someone is not happy even with 1,000. So I always use these terms because it's about your mental setup, how you look at the things in and around you. So your family, how attached are you with your family members? Is moon afflicted? Is moon unafflicted? So it will definitely decide your emotions, your core emotions. Okay. So moon plays a very important role. Now, after doing all this, after seeing, okay, this is what I'm born with. Now, what about the current situation? You're born with something, you're born with a promise. That's something which is ascendant and moon. And if you don't understand that, you can see your sun sign also, that will also match. Now, you have to check Dasha also. Now, Dasha is what you are currently going through. Means, what are the timelines? Check your Drik Panchang, put up your chart in the Drik Panchang, check what Dasha you're running. That is called the Vimshotri Dasha. Vimshotri Dasha is for 120 years. That is why it is called Vimshotri. 20 and 100, Vimshotri, 120. So what happens? There are cycles that, suppose you're born with some dasha, how the pattern is, okay, after sun dasha will be moon dasha, then completes, then comes Mars dasha completes, and Rahu dasha completes, and Jupiter dasha, so and so forth. So whatever dasha you're in, you will get to know what current dasha is. Now, suppose you are in the dasha of Jupiter, okay, irrespective of your natal chart, natal ascendant, natal moon, check where Jupiter is posited. Suppose Jupiter is posited in, say, Sagittarius in your natal chart. So, but you are Taurus ascendant, or maybe you're a Leo ascendant, forget that. Or moon is somewhere else. Make Sagittarius your first house. First house is this, okay? So rotate your chart to Sagittarius. Suppose I rotate it right now, okay? Let me rotate it and show you. Irrespective, suppose you're Aries ascendant, but when we talk about Jupiter in Sagittarius, so let's rotate it to Sagittarius, okay? So check the reading as per Sagittarius sign. You will know where the planets are transiting. So Jupiter and Venus are transiting your 8th house. Now the readings are completely different, because when you were looking at Aries, they were in the 4th house, okay? So this is how you check, and this is how it changes the tone. So that is what is your current state of mind, your current state of affairs. And people come up and completely, they rag me, they troll me. None of the predictions come true. It's because you're not looking at the predictions in the right way. Kindly look at the Dasha sign. Also, I request you, before blaming me that my predictions are failing, okay? I don't mind if you troll me. I don't mind, because I know you're frustrated. I completely empathize, and I completely understand you guys, because you are coming here to take away something, right? And if it is not matching, you will feel frustrated. So please check these 3 parameters for sure, and see yourself which one is matching the most. I know Dasha sign will be matching the most, because suppose you have to pick up a job. I always make Dasha sign the first house and see when it is activating. Okay. So sorry for taking so much time of yours, because I wanted to explain it to you guys, because you, if are a new member, so you must know what exactly I'm talking about. It should not sound gibberish. So this is how one must check, please. This is for all the astrologers out there also. Okay. That you please see the Dasha sign also before giving predictions in the personal charts also. So make your Jupiter Sagittarius your first house and see where the planets are. Okay. And this is something which will definitely give you the right kind of readings, the general readings I'm talking about. For specific readings, please, if you have to make any important decision, go to any astrologer of your choice. Whosoever you connect with, book a reading for yourself. If you have to make any, please don't depend on ChatGPT. I request you, somebody, as I told every time in the past, that this person who told me that has put up his chart with birth details, it was completely wrong. It was completely wrong, because sun is not setting in the setting sign if it is a morning birth. As simple as that. If somebody is born in the morning, somewhere it is like sun and Mercury are opposite each other. How is it possible? Mercury and sun cannot be away from 12th or 2nd house from each other. That's it. So that's how, this ChatGPT is doing and damaging people, and it is only giving you positive readings because you want to hear. And there are so many divorce cases I've heard based on ChatGPT in the US. I know what's happening. because ChatGPT is giving you a, a ray of hope, a false hope, and you are making decisions based on ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you call it. Okay. So please, 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 I request you, if you really want to take a reading, book a reading for yourself. If you want to make any decision, book a reading with the astrologer you trust. Obviously, I cannot say that book a reading with me. I never say that, because see, I'm not making money out of this. Remember, the live sessions or the or the readings and all. I'm not making that kind of a money that I'm making while traveling the world. I do vastu. I make good chunk of money, and my husband is also doing really well, touch wood, and my son is also doing well, touch wood. I don't have to depend on this. It's my passion, and that's why I'm just trying to not help, but yeah, I'm trying to give readings and predictions this way, so that I can be connected with you guys, so that I can at least give back to the community, because I'm not doing this for my self self-centric approach that astrologers actually follow. It's not right, it's not ethical. And they're giving all I'm not saying that, I'm not hinting out towards all the astrologers, but few astrologers who actually don't know how to predict, they are just, I'm so sorry, it's really sad. It's really sad to see how they are doing it, but it's their own karma. Who am I to tell or pinpoint anyone? That's why I always say, it's your destiny. Who you connect with, it's your destiny. If you have to come to me, it is my destiny and your destiny. That is why we are meeting, right? So book a reading before jumping into a conclusion that, oh, Vanita said that, oh, Jupiter is transiting here and here. So it is definitely going to be activating my marriage. My marriage karma is activating. So it is not right to make decisions based on this alone. This is not a standalone reading. Please understand. Okay, we have to see so many things, and you will definitely be doing things as per your karma and your destiny and your horoscope. Okay, so book a reading before jumping into any kind of. Sorry, I took a lot of time. So let's start with the readings for Aries natives. So guys are waiting. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, good morning, namaste, Jai Siya Ram, and Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Radhe Radhe. So for Aries natives this week, Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, fifth, and lastly the sixth house. So this is definitely a very positive time period to start with, on the 15th, 16th, a very good time for communication. Don't keep things to yourself, okay? Because it is activating Sun also entering here, Mercury is already there. So it's very good for social media. If you have to make any decisions, it's very good for courage also. Bold decisions, something that you have not been able to do. Now it's the time that you can jump into it, dive into it. Suppose you have to sell a property. You have been having, oh, I don't know whether I should not. So now is the time you can. Okay. And this is also a very beautiful time period for business outreach and interviews also, in case you're looking for any kind of interview. So 2 days you can apply, and you will definitely be getting that kind of visibility, maybe with your own family, or maybe your neighbors, your friends you will connect with. And maybe there will be some kind of, updation of your profile also during this time. Okay. So avoid harsh messages, because Sun is there. So you should avoid, and Mars is also in the Lagna, by the way. So avoid harsh messages, because Mercury and Sun can make your speech very sharp, and Mars till the 20th midnight India time is going to be in the Aries sign. Okay. So make sure that you are making right choices and decisions. But yeah, it's very positive for you being a poet, maybe you will start doing, maybe you're cooking. So for 2 days, you will be in that mode. Oh, let me bake cake, or let me do this, let me do that. So anything that you start, it's said that when you start, when Moon is in the third house, you keep continuously doing that. So enjoy that. Then Moon will be in your Cancer sign on the 17th and the 18th in your fourth house. And Jupiter and Venus are already there. And Mars is aspecting this zone, by the way, and it's going to be in trine to Saturn also. So home, mother, property, education, emotional peace, they become really, they get activated. These zones get activated because it's in the fourth house, right? So maybe you want to beautify your home, you want to bring in more accessories for yourself to dress up yourself and beautify your home, your property planning, or maybe you're spending more time with your family, family meals and emotional healing. Maybe you are the child like you connect with your childhood friends, maybe you call them over. Okay. And Mars's aspect can, be bringing about some kind of anger and disturbance also. You can be a little agitated, but very good for realtors, or maybe, if you have to purchase your property, if you have signed documents or anything. So this is definitely a very positive time. And Jupiter and Venus are there. Venus is Digbali here. So it's very positive for the ones who are thinking of relocating. Okay. And it's a big time protection with Jupiter looking at Saturn. So if you are in a foreign land, you would feel that things are now getting better for you. It's a very positive time period to join a new job also. Maybe you will get some interview calls and you are feeling little less overburdened. Okay. And in case you are a homemaker, you might just be in the zone to spend time with your family more and, cook something tasty for them, something really, that you also like to cook, something unique. Or maybe you will learn a new recipe and you will just cook for your family. And this is a, a very positive time in case, you were under stress at the workplace. So these 2 days you will be discussing or maybe offloading your burden with your friends and family, and you will feel lighter. The stress is there. That's what I'm saying. It's the moon which changes the perspective. The surroundings are not changing. It's just that you're sharing and offloading your burden. So you feel how you feel. You feel very positive. You feel light, isn't it? So that kind of a feeling. Then moon moves on the 19th to the 21st afternoon in the Leo sign. Now, Leo is your fifth house. Ketu is there. Okay. So maybe you will be spending more time with your children, or maybe there is a romance which is not that spicy, but you are very creative on this day. And there is a possibility of learning some mantras on this day. Good for exams, creative work. But don't scold your children, if at all they have not done as per your liking or your wish. So you might just get a little upset with them. So that is something you have to work on and avoid. And also, there is, because Mars also in trine to the zone, so it can bring about stubbornness in children. Stubbornness is good if you want to achieve something and you say that I am going to be doing this. I want to do this. I want to earn this. I want to finish my task. You're adamant. So that kind of stubbornness is positive. Okay. Adamant that I'm going to be doing this, completing this. Okay. Positive. So every aspect has two faces, coins, the two sides of the coin. So it's how you perceive it. Okay. So just take care because it's going to be in the Virgo sign post 21st afternoon. So that's when you might just be, having some kind of acidity or some throat or some health problem, but you are going to be, in that, no, I have to take care of my health. So something, why wait for something alarming to happen? Take any which ways, isn't it? Go for walks and look after yourself. I know you're busy looking after your family, your kids, your parents, your grandparents, but sometimes you need that me time. So when moon is going to be in the Leo sign on the 19th to the 21st afternoon, this is the best time to unwind because there's a Ketu energy also there. And Ketu is a detaching energy. So you must do something for yourself on this day. Okay. Anything that you like doing, that's your space. Okay. So this is a good week for, because Mars is leaving your first house and is going to be entering your second. So you have to save money now because Mars is the ruler of your first. And when it is in the second, it is going to bring about more expenses. Okay. You might just be spending more to, on maybe stress spending, or maybe you are going to be like showing off others that I have so much money. So that is something you should control, you should avoid. Okay. And in relationship, don't be dominating. Things will get better for you, because Mars is going to be looking at your 5th house and your 8th house and your 9th house also. So when you're planning your itinerary, travels, etc., so just plan it really well. Organize everything. Okay. And be gentle to your kids and take care of the inflammation, acidity, mouth ulcers, because Mars in the 2nd house is not good for your spicy, heaty foods if you eat. Okay. And don't fight with siblings, mother, or children this week, I would request you. Okay. No arguments, all the more better for you. Okay. So this is what is the key theme. And yeah, I must tell you that there is a Guru Pushya Yoga on the 18th of June till then, and Jupiter is going to be in on the 18th June. So, from 18th June to 19th August, Guru Jupiter is going to be in the Nakshatra ruled by Shani, Pushya. It's a beautiful time period in case you have to learn more, if you have to start your education, if you have to travel overseas, or if you want to start a new job, apply for new job or something, if you're looking for a change. So this is something which is very, very positive. Use it really well, because Jupiter exalts here. And don't make any rush or emotional decisions also, please. All right. And Kal Sarpa is breaking from the 20th. You'll feel better any which ways. So get into the zone of meditation, work on yourself, your body, your physical, as well as emotional being, yourself. You work on yourself this week, and you will see everything starts falling in place gradually. Okay. And worship Lord Hanuman for sure. Recite Hanuman Chalisa. If you can't, just check his image on the internet, and just say what you have to him, and you will see that he takes away all your problems. He listens. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth, and lastly for a half day, 5th and onwards. So now this week we have a couple of things which are happening. That is, Sun is changing signs, and so is Mars. Sun will be from the 1st transiting your 2nd, and Mars will be from 12th to your 1st house. So definitely a very positive week for you, because in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the houses are positive houses for Moon's transit also. So Moon is in your 2nd house to start with. And there was a new moon energy also till the morning time in India, I'm talking about. So Sun and Mercury are together, and it's in trine to Rahu. So this is activating your food, family, savings, finance, speech, banking, values, accumulated wealth. These energies are going to be predominant. So this is good for financial planning and salary discussion. If you want a raise or a hike in the salary, if you want to plan your monthly budget, so you can do that also. It's good for teaching, singing, counseling, and food related work, especially because it's a 2nd house energy. And Sun in the 2nd can make you really proud or sharp as well. So don't let your family conversations become ego conversations. Just let me remove this. I forgot to. 1 second. Yeah. So don't let your your harshness of speech ruin the dinner that you have been to with your family. So that is something you should be taking care of. And don't get the ego come into your between your boss and you, because Rahu is in trine to this 2nd house zone. So this can give you unnecessary expenditures you didn't plan. You're earning a lot, your earning is increasing, but so are your expenses. So you need to cut down somewhere. Try to, because you're putting a lot of effort. I know you're putting a lot of effort to save, but it's not working your way. So it's really sort of frustrating at times. So just take it easy. Things are going to get better and better. And moon will be in the Cancer sign, your third house, on the 17th and the 18th. And beautiful yogas are forming because Jupiter, moon, Venus, benefic grahas are here because it's a Shukla Paksha also now. Moon is the waxing moon. So it's definitely very positive. Third house related communication, writing, short journeys, siblings, YouTubers, marketing, sales, learning, business outreach. These are going to get either or getting activated. So use this transit well. If you have to reconcile with your siblings, your friends, your neighbors, just do it, during this time. Just don't drag things. And also, if you're Jupiter is also entering Pushya Nakshatra from 18th June onwards. So this is also very positive for communication, wise communication. You will be matured, you'll be sensible if you want to really make any kind of decisions. Okay. So this is a very positive time. And Taurus natives, for sure, should apply through calls, writing, references, networking. If you are a content creator, this is a very productive window. Okay. So, see, when you are getting into any new ventures, you should check the condition of your 10th house. 10th house is about leadership, about independence. First house is about you yourself. It has to get in your personal chart. See, when you have this yoga, whether a business will be favorable for you, check the 10th from 10th, that is 7th house condition also, if you really want to do well. Somebody asked, so I'm just digressing for a minute. Whenever you are into IT, you have to see the condition of Mercury, Mars, and Saturn also. And if it is medical, you will see the role of Mars and Venus also. So see to it that these are getting active in the Dasha and the transit. Only then you will see that success is yours. So if you have a particular Dasha, suppose of 10th Lord or 7th Lord, or, your Lagnesh, so you will get that security, So see to it how it is going to be. See, there are so many other combinations we have to see. We have to see D10 chart also, what kind of combinations are there. So I'm just giving you a rough idea. If you're an astrologer yourself, you will know. So this is a very positive week. That's what I can tell you to start with, when it is in the Gemini sign, and then Cancer sign, and then Leo sign. So in the Cancer sign, this is a very productive window. Then 19th to the 21st, it is going to be it is going to be in the Leo sign. It's going to be conjunct Ketu in your 4th house. So home, mother, property, vehicle, emotional peace. You have traveled, you want to come home and relax, but maybe there is some leakage or some breakage that you have to, get it repaired. So you are not getting that kind of rest. You're very emotional about your family, or something happened. So you're just catering to someone's problem in the family. Maybe your grandparents are not well, you're looking after them. So you do feel detached because Ketu is there. You feel unsettled. So maybe some old ancestral home issues and property issues come up, and you feel a little uneasy because of that. So avoid ego clashes with your family members. It's not going to help you. And clean your ancestral altar and light a diya in the southwest direction, or you should actually place your photos of your ancestors in the southwest. So just light the diya there. Okay. And this is the time when you should just take things very easy, because you can lose your temper, you can lose your cool, and then, you regret why I did it, So it's better that you keep a constant check on your mental setup also during this time. And then Mars is entering Taurus sign, Sun is entering Gemini sign. So as I said, take care of your money matters. And but yes, Mars is coming to your 1st house from the 12th. It's definitely going to increase your courage, your stamina, your action orientedness. So you will definitely feel that, yeah, things are now moving. But also anger and heat and BP issues can happen, impatience also, and injury can happen. Be careful while driving. Okay, you may want to take charge, but Do not push everyone. Okay. Not everyone is going to be as you are. Okay. So take care of your throat because it is sun entering your second house. And take care of your BP because Mars is over your head. So it is going to give you that heat. So take care. Keep yourself well hydrated if you are in the zone where it is very hot already. Take care of your sugar levels, take care of your neck region, and just try to cut down on your expenditures and save money, accumulate wealth, because sun is there in your second house. It can deplete your finances. And in the Taurus sign, which is in the natural zodiac, the sign of accumulation of wealth, Mars is going to be there. So you need to take care of your finances. Don't spend or overspend on things that you really don't want and need. Okay. And this is also the time when you should not make a rushy or impulsive decisions regarding your property matters also. Because if you purchase property, especially after Mars is entering your first house and looking at your fourth, Ketu is there. So you will see that there will be some kind of wrong decision which can come. Okay. So take care of that at least. Okay. And this is a good time to write, journal, whatever problem you're. See, I'll tell you what I do, I write all my thoughts, good, bad, whatever thoughts I'm getting. And then, it's a remedy that I have been giving since past when there was no ChatGPT. There were no many astrologers also, known astrologers. It was like maybe 20 years back that I still have those notebooks. I used to write everything and I used to strike off whatever negative thoughts I'm getting. Okay. I still get them, but they have reduced to say maybe 50 to 60%. I've cut down on my negative thoughts. So what you can do is do that. And also, start writing Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. If you can do that, if you're non-Hindu, or you're not following this, simply just do the journaling part every week. Week by week, you will see things are getting better and better. At least once or twice in a week, this activity is going to help you. Okay. So whatever is bringing you down, you should avoid. Okay. And avoid as in strike it off. And whatever is elevating you, whatever thoughts are, because thoughts are something which we can control very easily. They will come, they will not stop, but it's up to us which thought we want to dwell more on. Sometimes we get depressed and we're just dwelling on the negatives and the negativity is increasing in us. I don't think so. We want that, right? So who is going to change that? You yourself will be able to, and you alone will be able to. So simply just, strike off the negative thoughts and start dwelling on the positive, and you will see it is going to take time, but it is not going to happen overnight. Sometimes it happens overnight also with people who have come back to me. They have told me that this works like, amazingly. So strike off whatever you're feeling and don't use stubborn speech or push your family or your finances too much, I would suggest. Okay. So let me just quickly, 1 second, take the question because somebody has asked. So let me just quickly take the question. I want to say, based on what you said, ma'am, Saturn is in Mriksara and Mars in Pushya. Would that apply that you just said? Plus Mercury in Ardhara. See, I'm just simply looking at what exactly, yeah, it will match because, you are talking about IT medical sector. It will match. It has to have a connection, these connections are there. No, don't worry. It is okay if you want to ask. It's perfectly fine because Saturn is in Mars's nakshatra and Mars is in Saturn's nakshatra. There's an exchange. This person is asking about the IT medical, whether it will be suitable. Now the question comes in whether this particular business is suitable or not. That is dependent on your personal chart. I have to analyze. If I have to jump into a conclusion, I have to analyze so many variables. Okay, I have to see what is the condition of your 10th house, what is the condition of Rahu, what is the condition of Saturn, what is the condition of your D10 chart and the 10th lord, 7th lord, 1st lord. I have to see all of that. I have to blend them and which is getting stronger. Is the 6th house stronger, 10th house stronger, 7th house stronger? Then we land up into the conclusion, yes, service or business or self-employed. Okay. So that is something. Cancer ascendant. Okay. Thank you for the information. Ram. Thank you so much. Somehow you got to an honest point where somehow I do fall into the negative a lot. Yeah. Don't be negative. See, we have free will. People say that we cannot modify. We do have the free will. We can modify to a greater extent. There is always one box which is given to us, which is assigned to us. In this box, you can move. If you don't move, you're just hooked to the center. How will you know how you have to test the waters? But if you say that there is another box that I want to touch, this box you have touched, now you want to go up, out of this, you want to move ahead. So that is something you have to take the divine help, or maybe you have to take another birth to break that. Okay. So whatever you have been assigned, use it first well. And we are not. Believe you in me, hardly 10% of our potential we are using in this world. So use it well, and I'm sure you're good to go. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. That is how the videos prolong so much because there are so many other things that I incorporate alongside. So for Gemini natives, moon is going to be in your first, second, third, and fourth houses this week. Okay. So the cycle is starting again after the 12th house. When the cycle completes, you have thought a lot. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. I've completed this. I've done my presentation. Now the cycle has started this week again. So very, very positive for you guys, because 15th, 16th, you will be more enthusiastic because sun is also entering here. So now it is good for your vitality, for your health. In case you were having mental health issues also, now you will see, now you're getting clarity. Now you're getting visibility. Now you have that decision-making power in you suddenly, which has come up, which has started to prove itself. Now it's the time to communicate, improve your self-image, okay? And help others also, to improve themselves. I always say, when sun is in the 10th house, especially in the first house, especially, you are yourself a leader and you make leaders out of leaders. So this is that kind of a time period where you will definitely be making leaders out of leaders. Not only that, but you will be so confident about your own self. You're so confident and yes, I can do it. Yes, I have this potential. Whichever potential that was lost in the 12th house. 12th house shows you the right picture, actually. It takes you, it shows you the face, your real face, actually. Now, because sun illuminates a zone wherever he is. So now it is time to, maybe you will look good also. Your appearance will improve. Your personality will improve. Your confidence will improve. Your health will improve. Okay. So you will see that things are now moving in the direction. For this 1 month, use it really well. From this 15th June to the 16th of July, sun is going to be in your first house, and so is Mercury right now. So this is going to be bringing about very sharp, your memory will become sharp, you're mentally very sharp, and you're very confident. So use it really well, whichever sphere, whatever. See, this part of the month, of the year, this month is really very good, because sun does well in 3, 6, 10, 11 houses, but also in the first house, because he exalts there. And it gives you that kind of energy now. So this is an excellent time for interviews, for any kind of teaching, social media, writing, sales, business, any kind of business growth, business proposal you're getting. Maybe you'll be working on that. If you are into consultancy services, it's going to flourish for you, because you see, sun is, after all, a very positive graha for you. So it will give you that public speaking skills. You will be that confident. But it can give you overthinking habit. You're thinking not just one thing, you're not confining into one, but you're multiple things you're getting into. So that is something which is right also in a way, but you have to pick and choose one. Okay. If there are multiple things which are going on, you need to pick one path. Okay. Because you can't walk on 2 paths simultaneously. You can multitask, but that also is very rare. But yeah, it is definitely very positive in case you are looking at the single path and pinpointed approach. Okay. And it will be, and you are good to go. All right. And Moon moves into your second house, your Cancer sign, on the 17th and the 18th. Now, this is very beautiful time because you have Jupiter and Venus conjunction with Moon. So this is very good for money, money flow, family, connection with family. Maybe, you're going to be having good food together. Sometimes it happens that you're going out for dinner, or you're taking your family out, or you're traveling and you come home and you're with your family, that either or. And you're just working on your savings, you're planning your wealth with your family members. So that is something which is going to be positive for you. And Jupiter is going to be in the Pushya Nakshatra, by the way, on the 18th of June. It's entering its exalted place, that zone. So from the 18th June to the 19th August is a very positive time period if you have a good Saturn in your chart, by the way. If provided, as I said, if you will see Saturn is also your 8th lord. So when Jupiter is entering Pushya Nakshatra, it is activating the 8th house energy first. So what it is asking you, get into the depth of everything before signing any agreement and document or doing anything. The luck is by your side. Now, at the same time, you will be successful, but at the same time, you have to follow the path properly. You have to take a path which is disciplined. You have to take a path which is going to lead to a lot of research. You have to make decision after doing a lot of research. Okay. And it definitely, Pushya will bring in family blessings, travels, better financial wisdom, better finances also, and support through food, education, counseling, and teaching. Mars's aspect can make little, heated argument with your family members sometimes, and expenses also. But Mars is also going to be leaving the zone and will be transiting your 12th. And that's happening from the 20th June midnight to the 2nd August. So you can use that also well, because Mars is not your, is an Akara Graha, not a friendly Graha. So transiting your 12th house is going to be definitely positive for you. It's minus, minus, plus. Then Moon moves into your Leo sign on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. And it's going to be conjunct Ketu. It's going to be trine to Mars. And Mars is, of course, Mars will be leaving the zone and will be looking at this Moon and Ketu after the 20th. So on the 21st especially. So what exactly is happening when Moon is in the Leo sign, your 3rd house? So you will be maybe, getting into, see, when you have a Ketu energy, wherever Ketu sits, it detaches you from that particular. So maybe you will have a break in agreement and you will start afresh, or maybe you will not be getting into any kind of communication with others. You don't want any kind of communication. You're just abruptly ending that conversation only. So maybe there is a heated argument which is going on, and you want to reconcile with someone, which happened, in the past, that you did not have a good talk. So now with Moon also coming there, you will be thinking emotionally and you want to reconnect with those people, with that person, maybe. Okay. But it is definitely going to be a very less communicative kind of a transit, because Ketu is not very communicative. It cuts you off certain communications. Maybe with your siblings, you have been having a lot of troubles and you feel that, no, this is not working. Enough is enough. So that could be there, or maybe there will be some kind of conclusion that you will get about, or the clarity you will get. Oh, this is not working, or this is working. Or maybe I was not right and I must take the relationship in a different light, to a next level. Okay. So it is a very good time period for writing and rather speaking. So be careful about the abrupt messages. Be careful on this day. Abrupt messages, maybe it's email message, WhatsApp message, or any kind of social media conversation which you're having, maybe, you will get into some kind of trouble because of that. So just make sure that you're not having anything, which is very emotional, or it's out of impulse. Okay. Be careful on these 2 days, especially. Okay. Then Mars is going to be entering Taurus sign, and that's happening from the 20th midnight India time to 2nd August midnight. So when Mars is going to be in your 12th house, it is activating your house of expenses. Somebody is in the hospital, you have to cater to, but it is also that kind of anger, which is a suppressed anger. You're not vocal about it. So it's really not good, because you're suppressing your anger. It's piling up some kind, it is bottling up. It will explode one day. So what I always suggest is that please don't keep things to yourself. Either do the writing work, like journal it, or take help and advice from the right kind of person in your life or an astrologer in your life. Whenever you feel that you're not able to convey things to others, that guiding light you need at times. And that person should be, you should have that kind of confidence in that person, that this person is going to really help me and take me out of this problem. Okay, will give me a solution. So that is what, if you're in the foreign land, this can bring some trouble because Mars in the 12th house does so, but it is minus, minus, plus, as I said. So it is definitely very positive for protecting yourself. It is definitely very positive for protecting your dignity, okay? Your dignity, your honor. And of course, you should protect your sleep also. You should think about yourself during this time, especially, okay? And take care of your nerves, your shoulders, your sleep, your throat, anxiety. In case you're going through any of this already, it might just be another way to look at, because Sun is going to be in your first house, though it is definitely very positive, but you're working long hours. Sometimes it happens, no? You're working too much and you don't have that kind of time for yourself. So take some time out, be rested. Okay, so this is one of the best weeks for the ones who are waiting for a job or who are looking for potential. Okay, I can maybe learn more. I can maybe it's for good. It's good for personal branding. Okay, so use it well, and you will get that support that you're looking for from your family, from your friends. And if you're single, you can attract through communication. Okay, Ketu is there in your third house. It is something which gives you the right kind of people in your life. Believe in me, it's that kind of a transit. And don't over promise, over commit anyone, and don't sacrifice your sleep because of someone else. Don't dwell on something that person did that, or that person did not listen to me. Oh, that person did not reciprocate me. So this is something you should not, it should not hamper your own growth. Should not. Because it's external forces, you have to change your perspective this week for sure, so that you actually are devoting more time to yourself, your growth, your sleep, your positive energy should be retained. Not that your positive energy is depleted because somebody did or said something to you. Okay, so this is what, and the best thing that you can do is recite Ganesh mantra. That's the best thing to do. Or you can simply just donate some stationery goods to the women, or to the children, to the female counterparts especially, okay, or to the orphanage. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for some time. And then moves on in the 3rd only. And when we talk about Moon in the, and also Mars is going to be changing signs on the 20th night, India time, and Sun is going to be in Gemini from the 15th June to the 16th of July. All right. So a lot of positive energies I can see this week, because when the cycle is coming to an end, of course, you feel that, I need to be in that isolation. You need to work on yourself. You need to see how things are moving your way. 12th house definitely is the house of isolation. It is the house of foreign land also. So maybe you're traveling overseas when moon is there, or maybe you're working long hours and you're not, you're completing your task. There's a presentation or there's a TED talk, or maybe something that you're preparing for, some lecture you're preparing for maybe. So the 12th house is not just negative loss, house of loss. No, loss means that you are not sleeping well because you're working long hours. It can be that also, or it could be that you're catering to someone in the hospital, you're waiting for you're discharging that person. So it is maybe you're going to be spending some money on someone in the hospital, or you're helping someone in the NGO, you're helping an organization. So it could be uh, anything which is triggering your isolated, or you're aloof, or you are, or there's an expenditure. So expenditure doesn't confine to monetary expenditure only. It could be that you're wasting your time also sometimes, or you're working on yourself, and you're in isolation zone, you're rejuvenating in a way, you're shut from the world, and you're spending that me time, that lone time, and the cycle is coming to an end. You're in that retrospective mode. What did I do? What I didn't? What I missed? How I can improve? How I can do things better? What is it that I should be working on? How I can be helpful to others? Either or, these kind of things definitely will be working. Okay. And it is also a spiritual withdrawal. Sometimes, you're going to a retreat. 12th house activation is a must for spiritual retreat, for spa, even for spa. You are going for rejuvenation, isn't it? When you go to the hospital, you're in isolation to get better, to get that healing, that cure. That is 12th house energy, isn't it? So since sun is also entering here, so it can activate foreign links, expenses, solitude, behind the scenes planning maybe, and it's definitely good for research and meditation also. 12th house, 8th house have to be activated for research work, okay? And don't get into the impulsive spending mode, please. Don't. Then moon moves into your first house, and the cycle is beginning now with moon on the 17th and 18th in the first house with Jupiter and Venus, and also Mars's aspect and in trine to Saturn. So this is activating a lot, many things simultaneously. So this is beautiful for your own personality. Maybe, and Jupiter is Digbali, by the way. So this is very good for beauty, for blessings. You are getting wiser. Maybe you're learning a lot. You're traveling. When moon and Jupiter and Venus are in the first house, it said that you travel. So maybe you're traveling because it's a movable sign also. And you're going to be healing yourself. You're ready for guiding others. That guiding light that you have, you're going to be emitting it to others. And it is good for your own charm, for relationships, for children, progeny. It is good for education, for counseling, for teaching, for beauty, for blessings. And Jupiter is also going to be in Pushya Nakshatra from the 18th of June to 19th August. And there's a Guru Pushya Yoga also on the 18th of June. Use it really well. And when we talk about Pushya Nakshatra, this is a nourishing nakshatra. So this is good for your own self, your own healing, your own protection, your own mindset, your own motherly grace. It is good for your dharmic support also. Okay. So use it well. And Mars is also going to be aspecting the zone. So this is like, can make you a little reactive, but it is very good, very powerful, because Mars is your Yokara Graha, and the Kendra is definitely very positive for your work, for your upgradation, upskilling, and also asking for a hike. You will get it. You will get it. If it's due, you will get what you did not expect. Okay, it could be good, it could be little less, but it is going to give you that raise in your salary also. But don't become moody and reactive, because it can create that kind of moodiness, or some kind of friction with your bosses also. So just lie low. Then moon moves into the Leo sign on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. That is the second house energy, with Ketu also there. So Ketu is in the sign of any which was Leo. So it's food, family, finance, speech, entertainment, romance, Leo sign after all. So, you are already getting detached. Maybe you're having too much of sattvic food. Sattvic means very light meals, or you are, you somehow, you have suddenly felt that let me eat little, or maybe, you're not feeling too hungry, you're working long hours, you're not spending time on eating the right kind of meals, or you're not getting right kind of food on time food also, because, or maybe you're cooking yourself and eating very light meals. That is also Ketu in the second house, by the way. So now here you're focused more on your resources. You're focused on your finances, how you can save, how you can maybe, you're thinking about uh, that you can't be carefree with money matters. You're not careless. Okay. So avoid harsh speech though, with Ketu in the second house and Moon there, and then Moon moves and breaks the Kal Sarpa also on the 21st. So that is when you will feel a little better with your finances. That freedom, you will experience that freedom. Yeah, I have now achieved. Okay, I have shopped a lot. Now I'm happy. So that kind of a thing. So it is definitely very positive for you guys. This is a good time when Mars is entering your Taurus sign also in the 11th house. Not to forget, it is entering from the 20th midnight India time to 20th June to 2nd August. Now, when it's activating your 11th house, it is positive for gains through friends, the network, or the siblings, it's 11th house, older siblings, and you will now work on your goals, on your business goals, on your work goals, on your on your meetings and your conversation with your bosses and seniors, and maybe government officials you'll be meeting, or some influential people you'll be meeting as well. And it is going to create some aggressive ambitions and conflicts with friends also. And I would suggest sleep early. That's the key, because sun is there in your 12th house. It will give you some kind of restlessness. So you have to be careful. Dim your lights and sleep. It'll be good. And take care of your food habits, food issues if you have. And there can be some expenditures, and but yeah, expenditures any which ways are there with Ketu there in the second house. But you know how to save money as well. So it is definitely very strong and healing and attraction in relationships also. If you're single, this is a good time to get married or find the potential partner, especially when Mars transits your 11th house. I'll take up the questions. And it is definitely very supportive transit of Jupiter and Venus in the first house in case you're waiting for conception or going in for any kind of treatment. I believe in the medical sciences a lot. So in case you want to go for IVF, etc., and also the naturopathy, naturopathy is definitely very positive, and you should use it well alongside the medical intervention. And of course, for prayers, prayers work wonders, and emotional readiness and medical discipline is required. And don't let one family comment disturb your peace this week. Okay. It's a very good week for self-healing and relationship repair also. Okay. For Cancer natives, I always say worship Lord Shiva, water the Shivlingam with bilva leaves, and Jupiter is also there. So you can also recite Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. That is good. And you can connect with some NGO, an old age home or an orphanage. If you can't do Vedic remedies, simply just go and donate something to the shelter home. Even dogs, you can go and donate. Animals shelter homes are there. So you can just go and, selfless care and donations definitely will help you. Let me quickly take up the question and then we move on. There is one question of, okay. IBM is asking, Cancer Ascendant and Mars Dasha in natal Aries, it's very good because Mars is your Yokaragra first. And Jupiter natal Pushya. Okay, I'm applying for visa overseas. Okay, you will get it. Yeah, this is a very good week for that. And as it is, Sun is also going to be activating your 12th house. Remember, it is going to give you peace in the foreign land. And because Venus and Jupiter are also in your first house, it is definitely very positive. It's activating your third house, 12th house. So this is definitely a very positive time period. And traveling. So I'm applying for visa overseas. Yeah, you should apply this week. Please do that. because Mars is also your Okara Graha, so it's positive. So do it. Thank you so much. And so you have Mercury in Pushya, right? And I have transit of Jupiter over natal Sun, Mercury in Pushya, and Venus in Punarvasu. Okay. Punarvasu in Cancer or Gemini? Must be in Cancer only. And also trine elements like Scorpio and Pisces also activate. So what does it indicate? See, simply put, you must understand when we talk about the Jupiter's transit in Pushya Nakshatra, it is also activating your 8th house energy. It is activating your 7th house, but it is also simultaneously activating your 8th house. So 8th house has Rahu also, by the way. So it is definitely very positive, but be careful when you're conveying anything to anyone, documentation, etc. If you have Mercury in Pushya, Sun in Pushya is not considered to be that great because it is activating your 2nd and your 8th house simultaneously. Okay. And Jupiter here is a big time saving grace for what? First of all, your relationship. Okay. You have to work on your savings. Expenditures can increase. But at the same time, you have to understand that this transit you should use, if you talk about the transit only, it is going to be better for you related to your relationships. It's much, much better in case you were having any issues. This is good for you. And take care of your health because 8th house is also getting active. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So for Leo natives, this week moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, 1st, and lastly, the 2nd house. So 11th house transit, there was a new moon here. Now it is over. So definitely a very positive time period. 11th house moon, any planet transiting 11th house is considered to be good. It is good to connect with your own people, with your elder siblings, networks. You use these areas of life really well, the community really well. Suppose, you are waiting for a job. So this is a very good time for references, the referrals. You did not even think about it and you got that reference, you never expected. So suddenly when Sun is also entering Gemini on the 15th, now you will see that things have started to move now towards positive direction. Though Sun in the 10th house was not bad either for you, but it is going to be much better. Now you will be connecting with the right kind of people that you will see that, things are now moving. The stagnancy, whatever you have sown when Sun was in your 10th house, now it is going to give you, it is going to be giving you results. So fulfillment of desires. It is good for business income. It is good for networking. It is good for friends, audience. If you're a YouTuber, it is definitely very positive for social media. So you will feel that now things are moving into the direction that you didn't even expect. You will see that you will connect with your community and the online networking and bosses and all that is going to be in the positive direction. Maybe an old boss, you will connect with and he gives you a job. You never know. You didn't even expect that. He gives you a reference. So anything, depending on your situation and your scenario. Suppose you are, leave the job aside. Suppose you are a student, okay? You get a very good teacher, a mentor who can guide you. Okay, do this. So right guidance is a big blessing, believe you me. And wrong guidance can be a big curse, a very big curse. It can ruin your life. I have seen that happening, unconditionally. You are guiding someone and with your astrological knowledge, or if you're a counselor, if you're a medical person, so you getting a right advice and guidance can change your life. So maybe, you will get that kind of, okay, you have to conceive, suppose. Okay, go in for this IVF or just do this treatment. Don't do this. Suppose you are getting on the wrong path and you get the right kind of advice. So that is what Sun's grace is in the 11th house. So it can activate almost all the areas of life now. Okay, your siblings might just come and rescue you from a situation you're entrapped in. Maybe there is a situation where, you have had a road, on the road rage, you have gotten into a trouble or some legal trouble, and your sibling comes and helps you out. So depending on a situation you are entrapped in, it is a very positive time when your 11th house is getting activated with the sun and Mercury and moon in the Gemini sign. Is good for communication also. For communication means that you will now start applying for the jobs. You will start looking for some relief in your property matters also. Okay. Then moon moves into your 12th house. That is on the 17th and 18th, and Jupiter and Venus are already there. So it's very positive for foreign links. It's good for retreat. It's good for spiritual growth. You might just be very charitable now, maybe overspending on charity. Okay. So that is something you have to take care. This also leads to private emotions, actually, when moon is in the 12th house, no? So the whole cycle is coming to an end, by the way. So you feel that, oh, I didn't do that. I should have done that. I should do this. So you're contemplating, you're in that retrospective or introspective mood. And this is a very beautiful time if you want to go in for any kind of sadhana, any kind of, exploring your own self. The me time, I would say. Maybe you're working on a presentation, you're working on, you're traveling, so you're writing something, you're healing yourself, actually, it's that kind of an energy. So when you're working long hours, maybe you will be really satisfied. Oh yeah, I completed the task. So that heals you, isn't it? So that is in isolation. Maybe you're going in for some foreign applications during this time. Okay. And it is good for meditation. It's good for donations, but not going overboard also. It's good for healing yourself. And it's a good time for, getting investors from the foreign land also. But you must be feeling quite relaxed if you are in the foreign land for sure. Or you will get clarity whether I have to be here or I need to shift out from here. So that kind of clarity Jupiter and Venus already have given you. And now you're going to be, it is confirmed with this moon also transiting there. I know you are having Ashtama Shani, you are having 7th house Rahu, Ketu in the first. Things are, not that easy for Leo ascendant. I know that. But you should see that since Jupiter has transited, though it's not long time, but when Jupiter is going to be in Pushya Nakshatra, you will feel that things are getting better for you in whichever area you're suffering with. Okay. So it's definitely very positive. And then moon moves into the Leo sign, that is your first house, and will be on the 19th to the 21st afternoon and conjunct Ketu. So this is a little personally sensitive time, I would say, when moon is also there, Ketu is also there. It's you feel detached, you feel isolated. Again, you feel spiritual. You feel a little worn out, or maybe moody, or maybe detached, or maybe, tired. Sometimes you feel, no, I'm done, I've done a lot. I've done for sometimes everybody does that self-pity. Everybody does that in isolation. When you always do self-pity. So shift those energies to pitying someone else. Be compassionate. Think how that person is suffering. And I know that an astrologer, can see through things and can feel the pain of others. Some part of the pain the astrologers take, believe you me, whenever I do the reading, I'm completely drained. But we have a ritual, we do the kavach, we do the shield before doing the reading, before starting the reading. And I don't save the horoscopes because it depletes the energies of the horoscopes also. I should not save. So what happens? You feel emotionally withdrawn. You feel that, when there is this moon in the Leo sign with Ketu, you are already, it enhances though, because every month, once at least, Ketu and moon will be conjunct, because it's for 18 months when Ketu is here. So for 18 times, this moon Ketu combination will be happening. So when it happens 18 or maybe 19 times, so what happens, you feel that you start self-pitying. What I did, why I didn't do this. Oh, that regret, that remorse, that repentance, that isolating energy and the guilt. that you're just getting synced, you sink into it. So what happens whenever you're feeling that? Be more compassionate towards others, because it's a 7th house activation you're doing, and Rahu's there. So you will immediately, instantly come out of it. Okay. And also, Mars is there in your 9th house, which is going to be in your 10th. So this is also a very positive time period. I would suggest that, use it well, because it is going to be giving you that fire energy in you. It is going to activate, when Mars is activated, you can conquer the world, remember. You don't self-pity them, because Mars is not a planet of self-pity. He's a warrior. He can just, come out of any kind of problem that you're in. Mars helps you come out of any kind of problem. He gives you that confidence, faith in yourself, the belief in yourself. So that kind of energy you will be feeling with Mars transiting your 9th and then 10th. It was in the 8th earlier in the previous month, and it was conjunct Saturn, not good at all for you. So when it is in the 9th house and then in the 10th house, on the 20th of June midnight, it is going to be in your 10th house. So it is again your Yokara Graha activating your job, your profession, your career, your karma. You're going to be zealous, not jealous, zealous. And you will see that things are falling in place one by one. Whatever that locked, you feel that locked chakra, now it's going to open. You need that, something will trigger, no? Mars is going to be looking at your 1st house, undoubtedly. Ketu's there. So what it can do is, it can give you fever, or maybe you're overthinking, but at the same time, it is maybe you're overworked, you're burnt out. So that is something which is positive at times, when you're not doing anything, it's better that you do something, isn't it? So this is going to be that kind of a phase. And Moon is also going to be in the Leo sign. And that is your 1st house, and then moves into your 2nd for some time, and then moves on. So you do feel that, yeah, I need to be with my family. Family support is required if you are in isolation. See, Ketu will give you that loneliness. Remember, even if you're with 100 people around you, you will be feeling lonely. That is what Ketu does. But it shows you the right path, the right picture, the right people in your life. All the wrong things will just shed away for sure. Okay. So when Mars is activating your 10th house, it is very important for your career growth. It is very positive for your ambition, for leadership skills, for action, competition, professional drive. It is going to give you that. It is going to take you places, but don't get into that argumentative mode with your bosses, colleagues, and all. Don't get into any kind of, argument, I would say. Don't get into losing your temper and all. Take care of your heart this month, this week. Take care of your BP and emotional detachment. Okay. So this is definitely going to be a good week for your, especially for your investments. You will make some good chunk of money. And especially when it's the Gemini activation on the 15th, 16th, you will get some good news. And take care of your relationship this week. Just don't jump into an impulse and make, oh, I have to separate. No, that is not right. All right. So that is something you need to work on. And don't let ego or isolation damage relationships. All right. So for you guys, Hanuman Chalisa is the best remedy. Donation of Cancer sign is in your 12th, and we have Jupiter and Venus also there. So you can donate, as I said, to the old age homes, orphanage, or you can get one unmarried female married. So just take care of all the expenditures, and if you can go and do some kind of service and seva, it's all the more better. Okay. So this is what is going to help you. And let us see if there are any questions related to Leo. I will just check. If someone has transit Jupiter over natal, oh, I've answered that. Okay. Is it good time to buy a house? Cancer in Leo, exalted Saturn in Libra. in the 4th. So you're talking about the, one second, let me check if you can buy property. One second, let me see. You asked for Leo, right? Is it good time to buy a house? Cancer and Leo. See, you, Pamela, you have to first of all see what exactly is the condition of your, when you have to buy a house, Mars. Mars is going to be transiting your 10th house. Definitely a very positive time period for you guys because it is activating your 4th house simultaneously. Okay. So you can purchase property. Okay. And Jupiter is also looking at your 4th house, no? So it's positive. Mesha Rashi, Kark, Lagna, Moon Mahadasha, puzzled about relationship. Should I expect something positive or not? Can I answer this question towards the end because people are in queue and waiting for their readings? I will definitely take up this towards the end. Sorry about the time that I'm going to be taking, but you can hear this maybe towards, maybe tomorrow you can hear, or maybe you can just be here now and you can listen to the reading. All right. So coming to the Virgo sign. So for Virgo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and lastly the 1st house. Okay. So see, 10th house transit is considered to be good for this Moon. 15th, 16th is going to be conjunct Sun and Mercury and trine to Rahu also. Okay. So this is a very powerful career week, I would say, in case you're looking for any job. So it's very strong for job applications, interviews. It's good for teaching, consulting, writing, accounting, analytics, business strategy if you want to make. So very positive. And it is also good for anything to do with meetings, presentations, when Moon is going to be in the 10th house. It is good for getting connected with your bosses, your seniors, and your co-workers also. For homemakers also, it's a very positive day, you know, if they want to connect with their mother, or you want to cook something very special, or you want to buy something for yourself also to enhance your mood. So it's a very positive week for you to start with. Okay. And your Lagnesh is also very strong, no? So this is definitely very positive for career visibility. Okay. And what it is not good for is when we talk about communication. If you take care of your communication, because from the 3rd house, this is the 8th house transit of Moon. So you need to take care of what you convey to others. Don't play double game. Okay. Don't get into any kind of gossip, you know, office gossip, that politics that happens, no? Anywhere, home, outside, anywhere, in relatives, this happens. So you have to take care of these energies also. And 17 to the 18th, Moon is going to be in your Cancer sign. That's your 11th house. Now here, 11th house is very, very strong now with Venus and Jupiter there. So you will feel much better after the 18th any which ways, because it is Jupiter entering Pushya Nakshatra. Okay. Now, this is good for your gains, for friends, for elder siblings, for networks, investments, audience, wish fulfillment will improve. These areas will improve. And it is going to nourish your own self, your networks, your teaching abilities, your teacher support, maybe your mentors, your gurus, your teachers, your bosses, your seniors, you know, you will get that support that you're looking for. And it is definitely very good for client building also, and income through knowledge. Okay. So this is definitely very good for business and job search for and referrals also. Okay. And in case you are feeling that the job is not triggering, you must understand Mercury is transiting your 10th now, and Sun is also in your 10th from the 15th of June. Something is coming your way for sure, because Mars is also coming out of your 8th house, no? So this is definitely going to trigger the job opportunity if you're looking for one. I know since past 6 months, if you're not getting a job, it is because Sun's transit plays a very important role. Mercury's transit plays a very important role. You can see Sun was with Rahu, then was with Saturn, then was exalted though, but in the 8th house, then it was in the 9th house, and it was aspected by Saturn. Now Sun is Shuddha. In the 10th house, it is going to be Shuddha, means no malefic influence. Rahu is there in the trine, so it is activating your service house. So you will see that within this 1 month period, 15 June to 16 July, you will get something for sure. Take it up. Even if it is a menial job, take it up, I would suggest. Don't sit idle. 6 months is a big time. That means you have missed so many opportunities in your life. You should have taken up anything. Don't think that my CV will get spoiled. Never think like that. You will reach ultimately there only where you have to, with your with your hard work. You should take up anything and everything, whatever you're getting. I would suggest, don't let go of the first opportunity that you get. Don't waste your 6 months thinking that, what am I doing? Why I should take up this job? This is not meant for me. This is a low job. This is a low profile. So what? Who's going to look at it? You're getting some money. You're making living for yourself, livelihood. So that's more important, isn't it? You wasted 6 months. Don't do that, please. Okay. And also, moon will be in the Leo sign. Leo is your 12th house on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. So Ketu is also there. So take care of your sleep, expenditure, because it is moon being the ruler of your 11th house in the 12th. So it is like, going to be giving you a lot of overthinking habits it gives. And maybe you will have some issues to deal with your friends, or maybe you're going to be in that isolation mode. The circle is coming to an end, by the way. So you're going to be in that retrospective mode, or isolation, or maybe working on yourself, or spiritual retreat you are taking, or you're just thinking, oh, let me work on my CV, let me upgrade myself, let me learn something. Okay. So it is also activating hospitals or foreign matters, or maybe, you're applying in the overseas places. Okay. So it's positive, no? If you're applying somewhere in the foreign land and you get the job, okay. Could be. So you have to see that it should not give you anxiety. You should work on yourself, I would suggest, rather than, brooding and sulking and doing nothing. How much 6 months loss can, give you mentally? Have you thought about that? So I always say, if it's, even if it is, you can't afford a consultation with my videos, you should get at least this much, that, yeah, I should upgrade myself. Virgo natives, I keep telling them, upgrade yourself. Saturn is in your 7th house. Upgrade yourself. It is looking at the house of education. It is looking at your 9th house. It is asking you to work on your education part, upskill yourself. It is not necessary that you have to spend big time money to upgrade yourself. You can just, if you have the will to learn, you can learn from anywhere, any source, isn't it? So don't waste your time, dear. Don't waste your energy thinking, and you really get derailed. I've seen people getting mentally so much under pressure, and 6 months is a big time. So don't waste any more time. Use this sun energy, please, I request you, and use it well. Channelize your energy now, at least. Okay. Just rigorously apply. You will get something for sure. Okay. I request you. And my blessings and my prayers are always with all of you, Okay. And when I give you any kind of, negative prediction also, no, that is my love for you guys. I want you to, I want to give you genuinely the right kind of advice, so that, you people see, there are very few people that I am connected to. You see, I'm not doing readings left, right, and center every day. No, I don't do that. I want to help you guys through these videos. I'm not teaching you through courses. I'm teaching you through this. So at least pick up from what I'm telling you in a flow. I tell so many things which are there on the back of the mind, and I don't even remember, and it comes out suddenly. So please use these videos for learning, for enhancing, and uh, take that advice. In general way also it will work for sure. And you're asking questions. I'm trying to respond to the questions, you're sending me. So avoid any kind of overthinking, hidden anxiety. For that, you need to work on yourself. There will be thoughts coming in. So just write down all the thoughts. Write down what is good, what is not good. Strike off the ones which are depleting your energy. Strike them off daily. It is something that will not happen overnight, believe you me. It has taken me so many, many years. I've learned it hard way. My life wasn't easy. Nothing was served on a platter to me. Believe you me, I was, anyways, we'll do that some other day. But you must write down, because that actually, clears your thoughts. So write the good things that are happening in your life, good thoughts that you're getting, not so good thoughts, strike them off. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, 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 Ram. Just keep humming. Keep humming. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. So you must actually, say thank you. And you will see that path opens. Whenever I, hear this or recite this, it is like not just giving me that Shakti or the power, it is giving everyone that power. It is that kind of an energy I feel. Okay. So come on and do it. Don't sit. Okay. So don't argue unnecessarily, because Mars is entering your ninth house with your teachers and seniors and your mentors. Stay calm. It is very good for the ones who are into travels or, father related business or higher education related, or maybe teachers, or maybe they are into law or publishing. It's a very good time. Okay. So it will help you. And also take care of your digestion and your sleep and anxiety. For that, I've given you enough of gyan today. So use it well. That is the advice. And excellent time for student natives for exams. It is definitely going to be positive for you for higher learning, for competitive preparation also. But don't overanalyze any kind of situation, I would suggest. Okay. Take it easy and apply for the jobs and accept guidance open-heartedly and connect with the right kind of people. All right. Coming to the next one. And these are all remedies only, what I'm giving you, by the way. Okay. Coming to the Libra sign. I think Virgo has no other question. Venus Mahadasha not getting a job. I've answered enough. Karka Moon, Scorpio Ascendant. I'll come to Scorpio. I'll respond back. So coming to the Libra. So for my dear Libra natives, Venus and Jupiter are in the Kendra, very positive for you. First of all, Moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, 11th, and lastly the 12th house on the 15th and the 16th. And we have Mars entering your 8th and Sun entering your 9th house this particular time. And Jupiter is going to be entering Pushya Nakshatra, which is the Yogara Graha. So I think that this is a very positive window which is opening for you with the 8th house Sun exit also. Very positive. Mars, I'm not worried because Mars is the Maraka transiting the 8th house, minus, minus, plus. So I'm not worried about it. But yes, Sun, I was worried. Sun is leaving the zone. So definitely very positive time you're heading to. Higher learning, because it is the 9th house. So connect with your father. It's going to give you travel. Good for law, publishing on the 15, 16. Make some important decisions, if you have to learn something, learn now. It is going to give you that right kind of knowledge also. And it is good for higher studies, legal matters, visa, travel, planning, and spiritual study, or maybe, teaching. Okay. So use this window really well. And it's your 11th Lord, which is, and I wish you all a very happy birthday who have Sun in the Gemini sign already. And this is Also, your Mercury, the Lord of the ninth, your Bhagya Lord is also transiting there. So this is a very good window to fetch a job for yourself or use your, skills well and upgrade yourself, connect with right kind of people, communicate with your bosses and seniors, maybe, and convey them what your caliber is. Don't be scared. Sometimes there's a hitch. Oh, if I give this suggestion, maybe it is rejected. No harm. Suggest. Maybe it is later on, accepted also. So just don't worry. And it is definitely the month for the kind of guidance that you need or you want to give others. It is really a very good window which is opening for you guys. Okay. Because Sun is going to be here for 1 month, 15 June to 16 July in your 9th house and then 10th. So back to back, it's good. Though Jupiter will get combust, but I'm not worried about Jupiter getting combust because Sun in the 10th house will definitely be better also. So these 2-3 months time, you should use it well because Sun is going to be in your 9th, 10th and 11th houses. Okay. Then Moon is entering the Cancer sign, your 10th house, and is activating Jupiter and Venus combination also. So it is improving your public image. It is good for your boss, connectivity, authority, maybe recognition. Whatever you will do, you will get that kind of, that kind of limelight or acceptance also. And Venus is your Lagnesh after all. So this is definitely very positive for protecting your dignity and honor and public image also. You are going to be very creative, good at counseling because Pushya Nakshatra is getting active, your Yokara Graha. So it is good for hospitality industry if you're in, or HR, or maybe education, or if you're an engineer and you're into beauty or consulting, or maybe, anything where you are facing the client one-on-one. Excuse me. So this is a very positive time period. Use it well. And Mars is also entering your Taurus sign, which is the 8th house, of course. So this is like minus, minus, plus. So just don't get into any kind of risky adventures and risky investments also. Otherwise, it is definitely very positive for you. And take care of your health. This is going to activate if you are looking at some kind of activity, but take care of your relationship also. Maybe, you might just get impulsive and make some impulsive decisions, but yeah, it is positive for your this is a time when you will get a good guidance. Okay, so take advice from the right kind of people. Okay, with your in-laws you can have some fight tooth and nail, maybe, so avoid any kind of you know argument. Okay, so this is good for insurance, inheritance, joint finances, taxes, and if you have to go in for any kind of surgical process, because Mars is looking at Ketu also, so you can. Okay, and there can be some secrets revelation also which can happen. And take care of your kidneys and sugar and lower abdominal region, if at all you're having any kind of issue. So take care of that. Already if you are having, take Guru's blessings. Okay, take Guru's blessings, apply for jobs, and polish your image. Polish your image. Don't portray the vulnerable image of yours in front of others. Avoid. Okay, and don't take speculative or secret financial risks, I would say. Okay, overall it's a good week for you. And I have been explaining a lot in my this video, especially it has been really long. In the beginning part also I've explained certain things. Do watch that, and also in the middle, I don't know what all I've said for the rest of the signs, so maybe that will help you guys. So it is going to bring about some travels. Venus and Jupiter and Moon combination brings travels. And don't get too emotional and carried away at the workplace. You get too attached to people and your workplace. Okay, so that is something you have to be a little careful about. Okay, so overall a good week for you guys. And to end with the latter half of 21st, just take care of your health and sleep well. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. I'll just take a bit, 1 sec. All right. For Scorpio natives, let me write here. All right. For Scorpio natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. See, sometimes the Chandra Ashtama brings about some, it's the 8th house energy. So it does bring about some revelations. It is not just that every time Chandra Ashtama is going to be bad. It is sensitive, undoubtedly, because, uh, Moon is your mouth, food. And 8th house, Moon does well. It exalts in the Taurus sign after all. But when it is in the 8th house, it's the exit of that food. So what happens, you feel that this is something which is not right. Maybe you can have digestive trouble, you have sleepless nights, or maybe, you have some anxiety, overthinking, suspicion. All that happens when Moon is in the 8th house. And Sun is also entering your 8th house zone. That is on the, uh, 15th to June to the 16th July. It is entering your 8th house. So this can bring about some kind of issues in the joint finances, and it can bring about some issues in the inheritance or taxes. If you pay them well, then there is no worry, but it is definitely going to illuminate that zone. You will get to know so many things that you didn't even think of. Revelation time. It could be that you are going to have some revelation about your own self, your own potential. Sun, whenever is in the 8th house, it reminds you of your own emotional vulnerabilities, how you can combat with them. And it is a transformation time for you. You're changing, you're getting better. So it's good for the to overcome your hidden fears also. You have those fears, but you overcome them. And also there will be some inclination towards occult sciences. You will develop that. You will get to know, yeah, I can do it. And you might just be taking care of your spouse's money now, or you're asked to, it's activating this zone. And don't take any financial risks during this time, I would suggest. Just take it easy. Okay. And it is Chandrashtama, so you can be, a little restless. Don't make any kind of hasty decision. Rahu is also in trine, so don't purchase property, don't invest in property hastily, and then, it brings about some issues later. Avoid. And then Moon is in the Cancer sign of yours, that is in your 9th house, in its own zone on the 17th to the 18th, and it's conjunct Jupiter and Venus. It's going to be aspected by Mars and is in trine to Saturn also. So there's a lot of energy on your 9th house any which way. So it's good for travels. Maybe you will learn more, upskill yourself, upgrade yourself. It's good for travel. It's good for it is definitely positive for learning from your own people, your father life figures, guru, mentors, teachers. It is a very sort of because Jupiter is also going to be in Pusha after the 18th, by the way. So it is very powerful for dharmic nourishment, that kind of dharmic nourishment that you're waiting for. And when Moon is right opposite this, your 3rd house, so it is simultaneously activating your PR visa, etc. also. So you will be into travels, you will be into higher learning, you will be into publishing. So blessing is improving, by the way. So you will definitely be advising or taking advice or giving advice to others, teaching, education, pilgrimage. Okay, so very positive time period for you guys. Then Moon moves into your 10th house, Leo, on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. And it's going to be conjunct Ketu. It's going to be in trine to Mars. Then Mars definitely is going to be leaving and is going to be aspecting the zone from the 7th house, which is like, obviously, you feel little uneasy because of the but it's a Lagnesh after all, so it is good for your personal growth and your relationship. You're very action oriented, you're bold, and with Moon also transiting into your 10th house, you're going to be more into you don't like meaningless talks, you don't like meaningless or menial jobs. You feel that, what am I doing? I must upgrade myself. I want more and more of the positive things to do in life. I have better things to do in life. But don't worry, this is just a phase and it'll pass. So you don't have to get detached from your karma. Do your thing. You can get detached from the material realms, status, money. Okay, I'm doing my bit. If I don't get um, the the kind of growth, it should not bother you, because Ketu is there already. It should not bother you that you're doing so much, but the other person is taking the cake. So that is the feeling this Ketu gives you. When moon is there, you can be a little anxious, but at the same time, you will overcome that anxiety also. Maybe there's a change coming in, you're renovating your place, you're busy there, and you're working also, you're bringing your work pressure home. So either or, these things can happen. So be careful about these energies. Don't fall prey to these, and don't get into any kind of conflict, especially on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Okay. And you need to really get that clarity when you're signing the agreements or business clarity. If you're not having that, you should get that clarity first. Take care of your reproductive health. Sun is going to be in your 8th house. BP, anxiety, digestion issues can happen. So just eat right. Okay. And avoid risky joint finances also. And take care of your not just physical health, but mental health also. Take the right kind of guidance and then make decisions. Okay. And maybe you will get that kind of role that you're looking for, that kind of work that you're looking for with Ketu in the 10th house. It does give you that kind of light. It shows you that light also. Okay. And marriage needs patience, because Mars is going to be transiting your 7th house. You need to be careful about your mental setup. And if you're solo, maybe there is a relationship that can trigger with Mars in the 7th house also. Don't investigate or confront from suspicion, please. Okay. Don't do that. Don't spoil your relationship. Okay. Now let's see what are the questions that I'm getting. And also Rahu is in your 4th house. Saturn is also in your 5th. So this is delaying the process of childbirth, or maybe it is making you as a student work more, learning more, and over time you're studying. So don't get burnt out. Take it easy. Okay. You will win over the competition that you're waiting for. Now, there is a question for Kirk, Moon, and Scorpio Ascendant. I've been single for a year. This Jupiter-Venus transit is not working for me. It's because of Ketu Mahadasha. See, you must understand Ketu is transiting where? In the Leo sign, isn't it? I have seen when Ketu is transiting Leo, or as a matter of fact, Libra sign, it just doesn't let you either be in a relationship, it spoils the relationship, it detaches you, it makes you solo, or it's just that you're not happy in a relationship. Okay. Ketu Mahadasha especially depends where Ketu is though, but Ketu Mahadasha is also sometimes really tough. I will not say that it is bad, because Ketu is a co-ruler of Scorpio sign. So it does give maybe a spiritual partner. Maybe you will meet the partner in a place which is a religious place, or maybe an institute, education institute, or maybe a place where people are NGO, they're going to help seva hospitals. So maybe you're looking at the wrong direction. Maybe that person is working for an organization who's helping others. Why not look for those kind of people? Okay. So see, maybe you will get the right kind of person at the right kind of place in Ketu. Ketu is good for astrology. Learn astrology. Maybe you will find a partner there in an institute or online. So look for it. It's not you can't just generalize that from past 1 year I'm not finding a partner. It has to do with so many other factors. Okay. So yeah, it is very difficult. I can understand what you're going through. Okay. I want to start rehabilitation clinic. Will it work for me? I have government job. What is your ascendant, dear? Shlok Chauhan. Okay. Hi, ma'am. Scorpio Lagna. Okay. Jupiter is in the 3rd house. That's good. Saturn in the 5th, Sun, Rahu, Mercury in the 10th house, and Mars and Moon and Venus in the 12th house. You can start. Definitely you can start a clinic of yours, a rehab clinic. It will work for you, for sure. because the planetary positions are such, no? Jupiter is in your third house and 12th house is active, but you should see the condition of your 10th house also. Rehab clinic, and you said Mars, Moon, 12th house is good. Sun, Rahu, Mercury in the 10th house. Okay. Yeah, you said that already. So for Scorpio, Ketu is there. Yeah, this is a good time, in fact. You will get it because Venus and Jupiter are also right opposite your Venus. What do you call? It's right opposite your Jupiter. Okay. So it's good. All right. So yeah, everything will be fine. Scorpio ascendant here with Jupiter transiting over. 1 second, let me remove this first because reading is over. Scorpio ascendant here with Jupiter transiting over natal Venus, Mars, Mercury, and Sun. Okay. So you see, it is good for you, with all the planets getting activated. And it is your 9th house also. So learn more, study more, travel. If you are unmarried, you can get married also during this time. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with the next sign reading. Second. Yes. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. All right. For Sagittarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. Okay. So Saturn is looking at your 6th house. Mars is going to be changing signs. It's going to be from the 5th to the 6th house. Sun has already transited on the 15th, your 7th house. So Jupiter and Venus are transiting your 8th. So definitely a very mixed kind of a transit, I would say. This is because your 7th house, when Moon is going to be in Gemini on the 15th and the 16th, is getting activated. So 7th house is about marriage if you're solo, spouse if you're married, if you are a business person. So it represents your clients. If you are into business partnerships also, it represents some kind of contracts, signing of, breaking of contract, or some kind of public dealing, you see from the 7th house, all of that. So this is definitely a very positive time when Sun is in the 7th house, though it's in the descendant sign, but still it is protecting you. It is giving you that kind of courage and public visibility also. Sun is Sun. So but it can give you in your relationship, it can give you isolation or ego battles also. It plays that. But at the same time, you can reconcile, you can listen more, you can be understanding, or maybe, you will, if you're solo, you might just communicate and meet someone, at a place where there are, there is a get together maybe, or maybe there are people who are gathered to discuss something very important. So it could be anything that is activating, through clients, travels, or business circles, you meet someone, okay, or online. And then Moon moves into your Cancer sign, that is 17th and the 18th. It is activating your 8th house. So Chandrashtama, Jupiter and Ketu, Jupiter and Venus already are there. Your Lagnesh is in the 8th house. So this is about, your, it's a transformative energy. Now you will say, everybody says transformation. What does this transformation mean? See, transformation is something which is like, you have learned your lesson, because Moon has transited all the signs, Jupiter has transited all the invisible half, and now it is entering towards the visible half. So what is Jeev Karaka? Jeev is your life force energy. When it is in the 8th house, it is asking you to learn your lesson now. You've learned your lessons now. Now you're changing towards better. Now you know that what is family, what are finances, how you can, study, how you can learn more, how you can upgrade yourself, what all things are required to be in the material world. Now you've learned all of that, how to manage finances, how to get into the intimacy zone with your partner, because 7th house is a relationship, and then 8th house is intimacy, 8th house is inheritance, whatever you have earned. This is the unearned income. 2nd house is earned income, accumulated wealth. 8th house is unearned income, windfall gains, money coming in over there without putting effort. So when we see speculative gains, when we see lottery, we see this 8th house energy, which is the 4th from the 5th also. So this is a very good time period for research, PhD, learning more, getting into that transformative mode. Means I want to do something very different now. Whatever I have been doing now, I want to change. I want to not confine myself to one particular zone only. Okay. So this is what this Jupiter is going to be doing. It is a good time for healing yourself. You, if are in pain, you are going through some ailment, you will get that relief now. You will get that kind of, uh, you know, that kind of uh, treatment that you really were waiting for. So it is, but not for risky speculation, because Jupiter and Venus are both there. So it is very good if you are planning everything well and then parking your funds. But this is a good time for, your hidden emotions or hidden fears to overcome them. It's a very beautiful time. And when moon is there, you can be really emotional. Sometimes you're very emotional, you're vulnerable. Sometimes you're very strong. Sometimes your mood is swinging. That is what happens. So this is something which is going to be the time that you have to be a little careful about. And just you're good to go when moon transits your Leo sign, though Ketu is there as well on the 19th to the 21st. This is good for travels, good for higher learning, good for spiritual attachment, but material detachment. So learn something, read a scripture, and good for philosophy, good for pilgrimage also. Go to a place where you can have that kind of peace. Get into that zone. It's a very positive time to learn something from scratch, something new. Avoid ideological pride. Then Mars is also entering your Taurus and your 6th house, very positive for defeating enemies, defeating and winning over the competitions and competitors, and paying off your debt. Don't get into the legal battle zone. You should not start anything. And don't break away from your relationship or litigation or legal battle, in the divorce or something. This will give you that kind of, scenario where you would like to part ways. So you have to be careful about that. And also, if you're jobless, this is definitely a very positive transit for you to get you a job. And service roles or operations or maybe health related or admin related or competitive fields, you will definitely get through that. Take care of your digestion this week. Take care of your reproductive or sensitivity or acidity. And just don't get into any kind of debates with your partner or with your other people. I would say anyone, don't get into that argument. Avoid speculation and don't pressurize your kids also, your children. And handle contracts well and organize your debts. Pray for transformation and grow spiritually and mentally and philosophically also. Don't hide money or emotional issues, I request you. Okay. So this is what is the week looking like. And we have Mithuna Sankranti. Happy birthday to the ones who are born under Sun in Gemini sign. I wish you all luck. And also, this is a good time because Jupiter is going to be in Pushya Nakshatra, Saturn's Nakshatra. So it is good for your finances, good for communication, good for good for reconciling with others, starting something new project, or maybe learning something new, PhD program you can join also. Okay. So a positive week, I would suggest. If you want to make any decisions, do it. And by the end of the week, there is this Virgo sign getting active. So you have a lot of work to finish the upcoming week. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. I'm a bit tired now. Let me just complete this. Sorry about this if I'm rushing up, but I will not refrain from sharing the information. Don't worry about it. So for Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. Okay. Mars is changing signs, is going to be transiting Taurus sign on the 21st, 20th midnight, basically in India time. And Jupiter is going to be changing Nakshatra. It's going to be in Pushya Nakshatra, which is your 1st and the 2nd house lord. So definitely a very powerful week for you guys, any which way. Sixth house transit of Sun and Mercury and Moon is definitely very positive for work, for joining a job, for disease. If you are having anything, any kind of enemies or competition, you will definitely be able to overcome them. Sun is really going to do well. Sun is Dhanvantari. So it is good for your healing, mentally, emotionally, physically, you will feel better. And good for pets also, good for winning the litigation if you are having any litigation till now. And health routines are getting activated also. Some health routine you will be going into, following, and positive. And good for applying for jobs, clearing your debts, handling competition. If you have to apply for jobs, maybe you can do it through referrals now. You will get through. And then Moon is in the Cancer sign on the 17th and the 18th. Jupiter and Venus are there in the 7th house. So marriage, spouse, clients, contracts, business partnerships, relationships. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time period. And for singles also, you might just find a meaningful opportunity now in relationship. And married ones will be having a very cordial relationship with Venus and Jupiter in the 7th house. Jupiter really does well for the 4th house, themes, 10th house from Jupiter. So 4th house related to work, related to your purchase of property, it's a very good time period if you want to, if you're looking at it. Okay. And for relationship also good, for business also it's good, for job also it's good week. So what else we want? Yes, Moon will be transiting your 8th house, will be activating your 8th house on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. So you have to be little careful about your health. You have to take care of your joint finances. Ketu is already there. So there can be sudden revelations. You can be little suspicious also. And because of suspicion, you might just break away from your relationship. It could be your partner, it could be your father, mother, anybody, your relationship overall, I'm saying, or your in-laws. Maybe, they are trying to do something or scheming something or planning something negative. Avoid risky investments, I would suggest. Eat right, because 8th house is Chandra Ashtama. You tend to make wrong decisions. Stress, anxiety is there, and you stress eating you are doing. So that is something you have to be careful about. And Mars is going to be in your 5th house. So children, education, romance, creativity, these become more energetic. They related to them or to them, something is going to trigger. So it's like intimate relationship with your partner, that increases. Ex relationship triggers. Children become very aggressive or very confident, yes, I have to do this, I can do it. That kind of a thing. Good for competitive exams. 5th house Mars is definitely very positive from 20th June to 2nd August. So use it well. Don't do any kind of risky gambling and investments, though. Take care of your skin, teeth, reproductive health, and anxiety also. And do the remedy of writing and journaling and canceling what you don't want, and writing the thoughts and manifestations. I want this, I will get it. I have already been enjoying the fruits of what you don't even have. Say that I'm still, I'm receptive. So yes, it does work for sure. To some extent, it does. So use it well and improve your routine, meet clients, pray for relationship harmony also, and don't argue over shared money. Okay. Use this time period well, avoiding just the 8th house transit of this moon. Then upcoming week is definitely positive for you. Again, you will start the cycle. You will do things in your favor. They will move. So positive time. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th, and lastly the 8th house. So when Moon is going to be in your 5th house on the 15th and the 16th, it is activating the house of children, the house of romance, the house of education, the house of creativity, the house of students, mantra siddhi, content creation. Either or, depending on your personal horoscope and your personal taste and liking. So it is good for unwinding. It's good for following a fitness regime, or maybe, you want to work out, or maybe you want to join a sports activity, to unwind. Maybe you start singing and dancing and painting, that particular hobby that you had given up on from a long time. So this is going to activate it, and it is really going to give you that confidence, and it is good for your entertainment, also for exam preparation. For children, it's definitely very good, and it is going to make you very creative and intellectually very strong also. It is the 5th house after all, when Sun is also transiting there. So excitement is going to become, it's definitely going to be very, it's going to give you that confidence also, okay? Because you're happy joining a new job maybe, so it's making that kind of base. Then moon is going to be in your 6th house, and Jupiter and Venus are waiting there on the 17th and the 18th. Just a sec. Sorry about this. Just a All right. So when moon is activating your 6th house, now this is definitely very positive. It's good for your repayment of debts, any kind of disease. See, Jupiter in the 6th house gives you disease, bigger loans, bigger debts, bigger, it gives you bigger enemies also. But it does give you that, it clears everything also. It actually gives you that medicine also. It gives you that service routine. You get more disciplined also. First it will give you the pain, and then it will give you the cure also. It's that kind of an energy. And Venus is also there. Your Yogara Graha is there in the 6th house. So it is minus plus again, because Venus doesn't do that great in the 6th house, but it is positive for you. I've already done a video on the Venus transit in the Gemini sign. Please do watch that. It'll help you. Jupiter is entering your ascendant also, Pushya Nakshatra's rulership is Saturn's nakshatra. So it is good for healing, for medicine, for routine, for service, because it is also connected to your 10th house, 12th house. So it is going to be giving you some kind of expenditure also when Jupiter enters Pushya. Okay. So expenditure could be on your health. It could be on your relationship, maybe to improve your relationship, or maybe there is a workload stress also, or you're traveling, you're spending on travels. Okay. So jobless Aquarius definitely are going to gain that or procure a job with Jupiter and Venus here, and Jupiter in the Pushya Nakshatra. Okay, so it's good for the ones who are into service industry, health, medical, or education, or counseling, or HR, or admin, or pet care, or hospitality roles. So definitely very positive. Then your 7th house is getting activated when moon moves into Leo sign on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. So here it is going to be in Ketu, and also Mars is going to be aspecting. So here what happens when it is activating your 7th house, you can be very detached or cold with your partner in relationship. But moon is not. Moon is a very emotional planet. So Ketu is not. So what is happening? You will have or your partner can have a tug of war, that no, I must do for my partner, I must be with my partner, I must be very emotional with my partner. But you have to work on that. Don't have that cold behavior towards your partner. Okay. You feel that the partner is, your expectation is too much from your partner maybe. And singles may attract some unusual relationship or people, in their life, or partner in your life. So check sincerity over anything else. Okay. Mars is also going to be in Taurus sign, your 4th house. So it is activating your home, mother, property, vehicles, or emotional peace. These can become little heaty. Okay. Avoid property fights and vehicle rashness and domestic anger. Okay. And 1 second. So it can bring about some nerves related, digestion related, or heartburn related, or anxiety related issues. Okay. And as per your as regards to your wealth, the job is going to improve, your routine is going to get better. So avoid property expenses without planning, and very important week for health routines, I would say. And apply for jobs, care for pets, and organize your home, and don't speculate or argue at home. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is last one, that is Pisces. All right. So for Pisces natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So Of course, Mars is also changing signs. That's good. It's going to be from second to the third house, very positive. Sun is going to be in your fourth house. Jupiter is going to be in the nakshatra of Pushya. That is your Saturn's nakshatra. So it is going to gain strength also. This week is good for you. So home, mother, property to start with, on the 15th, 4th, 15th and the 16th is positive for you guys, for emotional security, for domestic duties. And Sun is entering Gemini for a month for, purchasing of property and family. Focus will be there. Don't get into ego clashes, don't, your home becomes a very busy place for you. And if you're working, so it can bring about too much of work and career, you'll be bringing home also. It is going to upgrade you, but at the same time, workload is also going to get, you're overloaded with work also. Maybe foreign clientele or foreign travels will increase. You're going to be staying away from your home environment more. Could be. And also, it is very positive when moon moves into Cancer sign, your 17th and the 18th. It is activating your fifth house energy. So very good for conception, very good for romance, very good for mantra siddhi, creativity. If you're a student, very positive. Your children, is most beautiful part of the week, I would say. Use it really well. And any kind of child related prayers, homam, education, spiritual study, if you want to. So this is a good time. And romance also, you can meet your partner, potential partner during this time. And students will put sincere effort and they'll really do well. Moon will be in your sixth house, Leo sign, on the 19th to the 21st afternoon. And it's going to be aspected by Mars also, because Mars will be changing signs on the 20th night. And we'll be looking at this Ketu energy from the third house. So this is like, going to bring about that now you will be able to work on yourself. Okay, I want to get detached from the debt. I want to just pay off the debt. I want to finish off the enemies. I want to overcome the enemies or take care of my routine and all that. So these become very karmic, these energies become very karmic. You feel detached from the daily duties at times. So you don't have to neglect. That is what this Mars says. Ketu says detached, Mars says no. So don't neglect medicine, don't neglect diet, don't procrastinate. Finish your pending work. Okay. And Mars is good for your courage, for siblings, and it is good for business outreach also. So use it really well. And it's looking at your sixth house. Don't get into any kind of litigation or don't start any litigation. You definitely are going to lose. Sure. Don't fight with anyone. No arguments. Okay. Good for marketing, good for self-effort, and avoid harsh messages also. You could be the problem person, in someone else's life. So income through teaching, creative work, and avoid health-related neglect though. But it's definitely a very positive time period, and romance will definitely enhance and get positive because Venus and Jupiter are there in the trine. So it is very positive, very supportive for prayers, planning, medical discipline, and don't ignore health routines or pet care also. Okay. So this is what, and in case you want to apply for interviews, etc. So I can tell you general good days and not so good days. So general. Okay. So let me just change this to Aries. Okay. So this will help you. So what you will do is this best days for job application and interview 15th and 16th for everyone, 17th to 18th for relationship, client-based roles, 21st onwards, practical follow-up and disciplined action. Best for home and family and children, 17th to 18th when Moon joins Jupiter and Venus in Cancer. Okay. Best for exams, 15th, 16th for mental sharpness, 19th, 20th for courage, 21st onwards, discipline. Okay, for property decision, construction, etc., 17th to 18th, very positive for beautification and all that. Avoid angry decisions though. Okay, and as regards to travels, 15th, 16th are very good for in general, and 17th, 18th good for spiritual travels also if you want to. And avoid ego and take care of the driving. Don't get into rash driving. For pets and elders, I would say that Cancer moon and Virgo moon are the portions which are very important. Care for food, medicine, hydration, digestion, and emotional comfort. Okay, so simply just donate green dal, that is the lentils, books, stationery on the 15th when there is Mithun Sankranti, fruits, food to students, speak respectfully to siblings and neighbors. Jupiter will be in Pushya Nakshatra. There is a Pushya Guru Pushya Yoga also. So you can donate milk, rice, turmeric, bananas, yellow food, or feed cows and children, take blessings of mother, guru, elders. Then Mars is going to be in Taurus from 20th June to 2nd August. Control speech, avoid overeating, reduce sugar, spice, don't argue over money. And Ketu moon will be in Leo also. So that is also good for Surya Arkhya, ancestor prayers, avoid pride. And longest day, yes, I forgot to mention, longest day of the year, 21st June. So this is where, you should do yoga, pranayam, at least one discipline thing you should be doing. Okay. So this is what is the theme for this week. I hope you all enjoyed and you will follow it and have a great week ahead. Om Tat Sat.